The time is 5:38 in the evening. 500 round shotgun burn down. Commence. Hey everyone, James Reeves with TFBTV, and for today's video we have episode 2, the conclusion of my review of the cheapest semi-automatic shotgun you can get, the Citadel ATAC, or the Citadel Warthog, or the Citadel Bosshog, or whatever they call it. In part 1 of this series, I went over the basics of the shotgun, including a very gentle range review using birdshot over a weekend sporting clays tournament. Today's video is the usual rough and ready raw dog burn down, where we're going to put 500 rounds of mixed 12 gauge, everything from bird, slugs to buck, in both 2 3/4 inch and in 3-inch shell flavors. It's like Christmas Day. Let's see, we got 7.5 bird. Look at this, some 3-inch magnum, steel shot, some slugs. Oh God, that's a lot of slugs. Oh no. These are the killers right here. The BB Classic Magnum 3-inch. This is the one that put the last Turkish shotgun, its dick in the dirt. We'll save these for last. Or will we put 500 rounds through it? So far we've done this burn down with 4 guns. 2 of them, the Mossberg 88 and the Beretta 1301, passed with flying colors. While the Turkish Black Aces Tactical S-Max crapped out after just 416 rounds. So how is the ATAC going to do today? I realize not all of you will have watched the first video because you're just here for the shotgun crush porn, but to briefly describe the Citadel ATAC, this is a 12 gauge shotgun rated for 2 3/4 inch and 3-inch shells. It's got a 20-inch barrel with a 4+1 or a 3+1 capacity, and it's a gas operated semi-automatic, which is part of the reason why it's such a good deal. I got this shotgun new in box for $176. The only shotguns cheaper than this are going to be pumps, and under $200 for a semi-auto is almost unheard of. Now that deal becomes less incredible when you realize it's made in Turkey, which has kind of monopolized the market of junk shotguns lately for some reason. Sure, there are some Turkish handguns out there. Some of them are even decent, and maybe there's some Turkish rifles, but it's almost like they're just cranking out 12 gauge, like they're giving it out at the Grand Bazaar or some shit, because everything lately coming out of Turkey is some flavor of shotgun. It's like the 12 gauge semi-Ottoman empire. So what about the Citadel ATAC? Is it a Turkish delight or just Constantinople? So if you watched last video, you saw that my brother and I ran a couple hundred rounds of birdshot through the Citadel at a fundraiser sporting clays match. At least one time a station, we'll call it every 10 to 20 rounds, we'd have some failure to feed. God damn it! And there it is again.
Got one.
Oh, Turkish! Big Turkish coming through again with another failure to feed. Now, to be fair, There is a warning in the box that says that the shotgun shouldn't have any rounds with velocity under 1,300 feet per second in order to function properly. My guess is that this shotgun's a little bit undergassed, the trade-off being that it's pretty light recoiling. But unfortunately, if you want anything that resembles reliability, you're going to have to use hotter ammo in this thing. I was glad to oblige the Citadel for this test. That said, there are plenty of semis that can run the entire gamut of rounds from bird all the way to magnum slugs without an issue, so I see this as a handicap. For that matter, I've used Turkish shotguns that at least allow you to change the piston out to go from low brass to high brass. Again, less than optimal, but it's better than your gun jamming every time you run birdshot through it. But some 3-inch number 4 shot, some lighter slugs, they seem to work pretty reliably in this gun. Fine, if the hog likes it hot, the hog gets it hot. We already had 225 rounds through the Citadel by the time we started today's torture test, so we brought another 300 shells of all different flavors, a celebration of diversity. We mixed it all up, and we got to work. Here's what happened. The time is 5:38 in the evening. 500 round shotgun burn down. Commence. Oh, hit it. Woo! That was spicy. Woo! Dude, that may have f***ed it already. I think it's f***ed. That doesn't look good. That does not look good. Oh, f***. I would not shoot it like that. Are you getting this? Oh, shit. Is this already over? Is it going into battery at all?
No.
Oh! Not this shit again. $175 shotgun. I mean, you would have thought it would have done better. You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have. You would have been an idiot if you would have thought that. But you know, that was it. That was a 3. You put a 3-inch.
That was one slug.
What the f is going on here? What was it? What did the damage? I thought it was a green one, but maybe. Yep. Yeah, it was that one. Dude. I mean, you can see. I mean, do we need to get the go, no go gauge? Do we need to check the headspace on this thing? That doesn't look good. Nor does that look safe. Oh, man. Maybe I should shoot it and get 12 million views. I'll film you shooting it.
Let's get a string.
No, that's a terrible idea. That is a terrible idea. Do you want to? So if you can believe that, and I think you can, 3 rounds in, we had a failure to feed with birdshot, and after we cleared that, we had a catastrophic failure caused by a 3-inch slug at the 5-round mark. We took it to the workbench, had a look-see to check out what needed to be done to fix it. 3-inch Citadel 12 gauge 23-inch chamber. I assume that to mean that it will function with 3-inch shells. First 3-inch slug, put it out of business, as you can see here. So we're going to try to diagnose it. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything for it, but let's go ahead and take a peek at it, Sam. Let's see. Everything looks good there. Dude, see this? Look at this gasket. Does that look normal to you?
No, it doesn't.
No, that's like whatever this split ring is. Here, right guy. Go ahead, pop it in there. I bet that's going to fix it. Like, I bet it was that O-ring gunsmith.
Look at me, Mom, I'm a gunsmith.
I'm a gunsmith. They got a Dremel. Mm.
Aha. Does it look like it's working?
Yeah, there she goes.
Back in the fight. All right, I got some 3s right here. Let's do it. Now, as you can see here, we found that the force of the slug must have knocked one of the gas piston rings, if that's what that thing is, off track, causing the action to bind up where it wouldn't close all the way. It was an easy fix, but it's a catastrophic failure nonetheless, requiring you to tear the gun down in order to fix it. At this point, I would say the gun failed. I wish we just would have skipped all the birdshot in the first video just to see how many 3-inch slugs it would take to burn one of these down completely. Even so, we decided we wanted to give the gun one more chance. I was willing to give this trailer park protector another opportunity for $176, right? Maybe it just needed to be broken in a little bit. So we pop the gas ring back in place and we go back to work. So tired of this shit. All right, we got all bird, and then the last one is going to be one of those magnum slugs that put it out of commission once. Ooh. Uh-oh. This thing's not gonna hold on much longer. It's not gonna happen. I feel it. I feel it dying slowly. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Woo! All right, take a pause and see we've got a roll pin working its way out already. Look at that. Almost all the way through. Woo, God damn, that barrel saw it. All right, we rolling? Up. Up. There we go again. There we go again with that shit. So there it is. Same thing. Guarantee we're going to take this thing apart if we even can. It's so effing hot right now. We got a roll pin starting to work its way out. And I mean, that's a catastrophic failure. We got to take this thing apart, get it running. Maybe we'll give it one more shot, but I'm not going to do this shit all night. Like, I'd rather save this shotgun ammo for a more worthy adversary than this piece of shit. Let's check it out. And there you have it. 41 rounds later, and it's dead in the water again. Not to mention the multiple failures. Although this time, it was a little bit more of a variety, right? A mixed bag. Some rounds wouldn't cycle into the action. Some rounds would fail to feed. Some rounds, just like the Black Aces Tactical, had failures because the bolt release wouldn't work. Like, the action wouldn't return right away. Whether you tried to manipulate the charging handle or the bolt release, it got a little stiff. Oh, and by the way, looked like the fire control group roll pin started to work its way out of the receiver. But the Just As Good gang, or as I like to call them, the JAG, wants to say, hey man, it's $176. Give it another chance. Well, I think this gun, which, for the record, I'm not sure was able to go more than 10 or 20 rounds without a failure, no matter what ammo we were shooting at any point in this review, has proven to be a steaming pile of Istan bullshit. We gave it a third chance, just to be sure. And also, we were morbidly curious as to what might happen if we continued to push it to the limit. Ah, perfect. Okay. Nope. Not happening? Is it the same shit? Up. Up. Oh, what? Hey, hey, you're back in business. 3-inch steel turkey magnum BB. Stuff's pretty brutal. It's what ended up killing the Black Aces Tactical, if you remember that video. All right, Rye Guy, RIP, buddy. I'm gonna miss you. You're good. So it's just a bolt action now. Yep. You ready to switch off?
Yep.
Oh no. This is gonna be awful. Oh shit. Ooh, god dang, that's hot. Golly. You know when those mags hit. Tube full of mags. Yep, same thing. It won't load for whatever reason. Ooh. And it didn't even chamber that one. I mean, why do they even advertise these as being 3-inch guns? Sure, it'll fire it a couple of times before it takes a shit. God, that is hot. Jesus. This is going to be the most boring video ever. Dude, this thing's ready to give up. I can just feel it. Why is it whenever you shoot one of those magnums through it, it all of a sudden becomes a bolt action? Oh well. Oh, I think we're done, boys. Yeah. All right, that's it. As you can see, it's blown that little gasket out of place again. And I'm sorry, but 3 strikes and you're out. That's literally 3 catastrophic failures. And you can see, got this little roll pin working its way out as well. I expected this. I think I expected this. I mean, I go into this with optimism, you know, like I want it to work. I would love for there to be a $175 shotgun that works worth a shit. And here's the thing is it kind of did, right? I shot a couple hundred rounds of birdshot through it. Yeah, it wasn't very reliable. It would lock up like every 10 rounds or so. But you put the real shit through it and that separates the men from the boys when it comes to Turk shit shotguns. Why do you guys keep saying that these are 3-inch guns when they're not? Because what always ends up killing them is when we run 3-inch shells through them. So, I mean, if it were me, if I were selling a $175 shotgun, maybe I would just say shoots 2 3/4-inch shells. Swear to God, I'm literally frightened for myself and Ryan and Sam. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even being funny. I'm like, is this going to be the round like that this receiver cracks in half and like lodges a piece of Turk shotgun aluminum in my jugular area? You know, it's like, it genuinely is kind of terrifying. We're gonna stop there. I mean, that's 3 times that we've had to take this thing apart, put it back together, just to put that gasket back in place and now push this roll pin back in. We're done, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you. This thing sucks. It only lasted 5 rounds in the torture test when a Magnum slug donkey punched the ATAC. We had about 225 rounds of birdshot through it the week before, as I've mentioned multiple times, but with a bunch of failures. We ran just 93 rounds through that shotgun in this torture test, but it had 3 catastrophic failures over that time frame. The fire control group roll pin started working itself out. The stock started getting loose. The Jag chimes in again. And they say, James, well, you were only having failures to feed because you were using light recoiling birdshot, and they tell you in the manual that you need to use something more powerful than 1,300 feet per second, and it wasn't enough to cycle the action. Or you're going to say, well, you guys were rapid firing 3-inch magnums and slugs through it, which is why it fell apart. Well, which one is it? Not being able to shoot most birdshot is a pretty silly limitation to place on a shotgun. And was I physically and perhaps emotionally abusive to the Citadel ATAC? Sure. Me and the ATAC were like Ike and Tina. But if it can't handle a few dozen 3-inch magnums, then why in the does it say that it can use 3-inch shells in the manual and on the side of the barrel? Technically, I guess it's not a lie. It will indeed shoot 3-inch shells. But it's a little bit like saying that you can go skydiving without a parachute. Technically, you can, but I don't think you're going to like the result. The same applies here. This gun is basically a black phosphated Hobson's choice. You can either run birdshot through it, which is perfectly pleasant if you can make it through a full mag tube, or you can choose buckshot, slugs, and 3-inch magnums, and it won't be 100 rounds before this gun starts falling apart like Hickok 45 at a Hustler Club. So I guess you've got option A, which would be unreliable light shooting rounds. Option B, the gun engages its automatic disassembly feature if you use spunkier rounds. Or option C, you could spend a lot of money on 12 gauge to figure out which loading kind of splits the uprights between maximizing durability and reliability for your $176 shotgun. I like option D, which is buy the Maverick 88 instead, because it looks like the Citadel is only a part-time semi-automatic shotgun anyways. I'm having fun. You guys having fun? Of course you are. We've got another shotgun test coming up. We all seem to enjoy these videos, so I love to keep doing them. The next shotgun in this series is a shotgun you guys have asked me to check out multiple times. It's a semi-automatic, which is a favorite of a mentor of mine, and it's one of the only sub $1,000 autos I see recommended on a regular basis. I personally refuse to believe that a semi-auto that costs under a rack is even worth owning. I don't have any myself, but I guess you and I are going to find out together. Guys, thanks a ton as usual for watching. Thank you to our sponsors, Ventura Munitions, who sent the ammo that we used in most of this test, as well as Top Gun Supply, your online shooting sports superstore. But as usual, thanks a ton to you, and take care.